Good afternoon, everybody. Brooke here. We're going to do a quick 30-minute advanced Pilates workout because everybody's got 30 minutes. You can always find a little bit of time. So hopefully you can carve that out of your day. We're going to use some equipment, soft Pilates ball, a resistance loop, and a set of light weights. Now, if you don't have any of those things, don't worry about it. When I add the equipment, just go through the motions, but without the equipment, you'll still get a good workout, even if you don't have the equipment. It just adds a little bit more challenge and just makes things a bit more interesting. We're going to start standing up, standing at the end of your mat, checking that your feet are hip width apart and parallel with your toes and heels in a line. Inhale, lift the arms overhead, and exhale, float them onto your toes. Find your balance, drawing the ribs down towards your hips, drawing your belly button in, and then reach your arms out to the side as you lower your heels to the mat. Drop your chin to your chest, round the spine, roll yourself all the way down, just hanging over your legs, and nod your head yes, and then shake the head no. Good. Bend your knees, get your hands to the mat, and start walking your hands forward, breathing out as you come forward. Coming into a high plank, the head slightly lifted, shoulders down away from the ears, squeeze the glutes, and we're going to start with some push-ups. Bend the elbows, pull the elbows in tight thirds, exhale, press the mat away. Press into the pads of your fingertips as well. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Stay there for 6 and 5. Last 4, shoulders away from the ears. Feel free to modify by dropping the knees if you need to. Keep the lower back rounded out. 2 more. Last 1. We hold. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift your hips all the way up. Hold your downward dog stretch for a big breath in. And then as you breathe out, walk your hands back to your feet. Good. Bend the knees, chin to chest, round the spine, scoop the abdominals in as you roll yourself all the way back up. Shoulders and head come up last. Then we lace the fingers together behind your back. Lift your arms, lift your chest, lift to the ceiling. Inhale. And then as you exhale, drop the chest down towards your knees. Let the arms drop away from your body. And then again, just nod the head a couple of times, letting the arms bounce a little further away. Holding there, we just let the hands go, take them down to the mat. Soften the knees, get your hands down, and walk forward into your plank one more time. Good. Lift the head, slide the shoulders down the back. Now we're going to lift your left toe up. Point that toes in line with your hip. Reach the knee out to the side towards that left shoulder, and the knee comes into your chest, and we take it back. Alternate sides. Right toe comes up, toe in line with the hip. Right knee goes out towards the shoulder, then into the chest. Back to your plank. We're going to do 2 more times each side. Left leg up, knee out to the side, knee to shoulder, knee to chest. Back to your plank. Right toe comes up, knee out to the side, knee to shoulder, knee to chest. Back to your plank. 1 more time each way. Left leg up, out to the side. Exhale into the chest. Back to your plank. Last one. Lift the right leg, knee out to the side, knee to the chest. Back to your plank. Lift the hips all the way up. Press into your heels. Hold for a big breath in, and then walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine, roll yourself all the way up, just restacking one vertebra on top of the other. Shoulders on top of ribs, head on top of shoulders. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, come up into a balance. Good. Reach the fingertips as your arms go out to the side. Drop your heels down to the mat. Chin to the chest, round the spine, rolling down. 1 last time. Bend the knees, hands to the mat, walk forward, breathing out as you come forward. And then I want you to drop down to your elbows. Lace the fingers together. Zip your feet together. So ankles, knees, and hips touching. Drop your hips down. And we're going to drop the right hip down to the mat. Up and over. Drop the left hip down to the mat. Come up and over. Right hip dips down. Inhale, center. Left hip. So we're just kind of rolling over those toes, coming onto the side of the foot as the hip dips down towards the mat. Stay there for 4, 3, last 2, 1. Come back to the center line. Now we need to drop both knees down, scoop the core in, round out your lower back, and then breathe out. Lift your left knee up. Inhale, lower the left knee down, lift the right knee up. Now try not to put too much weight into the knee. We're just barely touching the mat. Lift the left knee, lower it down, lift the right. And down. Keep that lower back really rounded out. Hips stay low, head stays lifted, so we're looking off the end of the mat, not letting the head hang between the hands. 4 more. Breathing out as you lift. Into lower. 3 and down. Last 2 and 1. Good. both knees down to the mat. Sit back onto your heels, stretch your arms, rest your head, and breathe. Good. So changing positions now, come onto your back, and I want you to grab your weights. So weights in the hands. We're gonna start with our roll up, but adding the extra weight. So weights in the hands, reaching the arms all the way behind you. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, start lifting the hands, lift the head, peel your spine up off the mat, and reach forward. Don't let the weights drop down too close to the floor. Breathe in, straighten up the back, shoulders down away from the ears, and then breathe out, round the spine, scoop the abdominals, point the toes, squeeze your legs together as you roll the upper body down. Inhale, hold, exhale, curl up again. Stretch forward. Inhale, straighten up the back, shoulders down. Exhale, round the spine, rolling down. Let's actually hold halfway. So you can go a little lower, hold, a little lower, hold, and then lift the arms up. Inhale down. Try to keep those feet stuck to the mat. Exhale, lift. You want to get to the point where your feet won't nearly lift up off the mat, but we try to keep them anchored down. 2 more. Lifts and lower. Last one. Lift the weights up. Inhale, lower them down, and then roll the rest of your spine all the way down. Take a deep breath in, reaching the arms overhead. And then again, lift the hands, lift the head, peel your spine all the way up. Reach the weights to the wall in front of you, and then inhale, straighten up the back. We're going to do the same again. We're going to roll halfway back, hold, shoulders away from the ears, and go an inch lower from there. Lift the arms up. Inhale, lower them down. Exhale, arms go just above the ears. Inhale, down. So you can click yourself a little lower, lifting the arms up, keeping the feet on the mat. Last 2, and down. 1 more. Lift and lower, and then come all the way down. Take another breath in. Last. Roll up. We're going to breathe out. Again, peeling that spine all the way up. Adding your stretch. Articulating into your straight back, and then come halfway back. Hold. And we're going to open the left arm out to the side. Look over the shoulder. Inhale. Pull it back to the center line. Exhale, right arm out to the right corner of the mat. Inhale, center. Stay here for 4. And center. 3. Looking over the shoulder, lengthening through the limbs, lengthening through the toes as well as the fingertips. Last one. Back to the center. Lift the arms up to those ears and see if you can roll yourself down from there. As the hands go behind you, I want you to drop your weights and find your ball. Good. Pull your knees up to tabletop position, and we're going to place the ball between your ankles. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stretch your legs long, squeeze the ball, and slightly turn your toes out. Turn your heels a little bit closer together than the toes. Pump the arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Breathe in through the nose, palms down. Breathe out through the mouth as you flip the palms up. Really squeeze that ball tight. Scoop the belly button in. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Keep the shoulders high. Keep looking down towards the abdominals, not up to the ceiling. Strong breath. 2 more. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale for 4. 2, 3, 4. Great. Drop the shoulders. Hug the knees and pass the ball to your hands. Take a big breath, and then as you breathe out, lift the head and shoulders, and we're going to extend your arms and legs long into a double leg stretch. Now pull just your right knee and tap the top of that shin. Extend the right leg out as the arms go overhead. Left knee comes in, tap the ball to the shin, and then extend back out. Alternate sides. Right knee, and reach chin to chest. Take the weight of the head forward. If you're feeling any strain through the neck, just drop that head down for 1 or 2 reps, and then lift it back up. Let's aim for 6. 5. Let's pull that knee through the hands into the chest. Last 2. 1. Now we're going to pull both knees in. Staying here for 8. And stretch. 7. Reach. 6. Exhale. 5. Again, if the neck is turning, just take it down for 1 or 2. Then lift it back up. Last 2. And reach. Holding the last one, we're going to extend. I want you to lower your head down to the mat, sink your ribs down, scoop the belly button in, lower your arms and legs, and then breathe out, lift them back up. If you need to modify this, just bend the knees, have the feet a little closer to your body. Keep the rib cage down on the mat. Keep going. Inhale down, exhale lift. Let's aim for 4 more. Go down as low as you feel you can control. Don't go any lower than those abdominals can control. Breathing in and then out. Last two, lengthening through the limbs as we really anchor the torso. One more. Inhale down and exhale up. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Add a little movement side to side. And let's pop the ball away. Good. So we're just going to have the hands off the edge of the mat. I want your feet down to the mat just to kind of massage out any tension through the lower back. Drop the knees to the right as you turn your head to the left. And we come back to the midline. Drop the knees to the left as you turn your head to the right. Come back to that center line again. And then again, lift your knees back up to tabletop. This time we're going to grab the loop. Loop goes around your feet, around the arches of the feet. Knees stay in your tabletop position, button your ribs towards your hips. Draw the core in tight. Lift the pelvic floor. Hands behind your head. We're going to lift the head and shoulders up. And then we're going to twist. Pull that right knee into the chest. Opposite elbow. Alternate sides. Stay here. 8, 7. Take the feet wide as you change sides to keep that tension in the loop. Stay there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold the next one. Little pulses, knee to chest for 8, 7, elbow to knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, change. Exhale, pulse. 8, 7. So the right leg or your straight legs locked out. The bent knee pulsing into the chest. Last 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch and hold one more set of 8 each way. 7, 6, 5. Get that shoulder high up off the mat. Elbow tapping the knee. 2 and 1. Inhale, change. Last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the shoulders. Hug your knees into your chest. And let's actually take that loop and get it right up around your knees. We're going to roll ourselves up to sitting. Flip yourself over to all fours and have your weights just at the ends of your mat. We're going to add them a little later. Slide your loop under your left knee and extend your right leg back. Zip the core up and away, press your mat up and away, and then lift the leg up and down. Right leg up and down. Lift and lower. Stay there for 6 and 5. Keep squeezing that right glute. Keep the core strong. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now point the toe on that right leg, slide it out to the corner of the mat, reach your left hand to your weight, pick up the weight, lift the left arm and the right leg to a long diagonal. So the hand reaches to the left corner of the mat, the foot to the right corner of the mat, lift and lower. Stay there for 8, 7. Imagine balancing a cup of tea in the middle of your back so there's no movement through the spine. We're not collapsing into the lower back. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Take the hand down and now take the foot back to your midline. Just square the hips, scoop the belly, lift the lower back, and then sweep the leg and circle it around. Sweep out to the right, up and around. Staying there for 6 and 5, 4. Really squeezing that right glute. Nothing else moves. 1 more. Foot comes back to the midline. Now we bend the knee, point the toe to the ceiling, and pulse up from there. Big lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 more set. Again, 8, 7. Think about your rib to hip connection. Don't let the ribs sink to the mat. 3, 2, and freeze. Turn your knee out. Turn the toes in. Press the mat away. Imagine you're ripping your mat in 2. Really engage the upper body and circle the right knee. For 4, 3, 2, up and around. Hold. Reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the right knee down, sit back onto your heels, stretch your arms out, rest your head, and breathe. Good. Okay, now just straighten up your band if it's twisted up at all. And then we're going to slide it under your right knee. So we can move your left leg, extend the left leg back, zip the core up and away, belly button folded, shoulders down, away from the ears, and then lift the left leg up and down. Breathe out and in. Just have a little check. Make sure your right hip's over the right knee. Your left hip bone is pointing to the mat. Both arms are straight. You're spreading the fingers nice and wide, pressing into the pads of the fingertips just to spread the weight away from the wrists so the wrist isn't taking all of your weight. Stay there. 4 more. 3. Think about that cup of tea. Balance in the middle of your back. Hold it still. Last one, and we take the toe out to the left corner of the mat. Reach your hand out to the right corner of the mat. Pick up your weight, and then adding a little turnout, leading that peak with the pinky toe. Lift the arm, lift the leg. So the leg is rotated out. The hand is just in line with the shoulder. Palm of the hand facing the floor. Let's stay here for 6 and down. 5 and down. 4. So that arm and leg are a long diagonal. Reach into the corners of your mat. 2. Hold the last one up, and then drop the weight, drop your hand back down to the mat. Take the back to the center line, square the hips, lift the lower back one more time. Sweep the leg out to the left, circle it around, sweep up and around, lengthening through that toe, pressing the mat away, lifting your spine between your shoulder blades. For 4, 3, last 2, 1, take the toe back down to the mat. Now bend the knee, point the toe to the ceiling, lift the ribs up and away, pulse it up like you're poking holes in the ceiling with that toe. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn the knee out, turn the toes in, press the mat away. Last set, so you can stay with me. Big circles, up and around. Up and around. Last 3, 2, 1. Reverse it 4 the other way. And 3, 2, and 1. Drop the left knee. Take the loop up around your right knee. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms. Rest your head. And breathe. Good. Now, before we change positions, I want you to come back up to all fours. The loop should be just over both knees. Again, try to have it flat, not twisted. You're going to tuck the toes under, scoop your abdominals in, and hover your knees just an inch or so up off the mat. Now step the right leg back, left leg back, right knee forward, left knee forward. Again, right foot back, left foot back into a high plank, right knee forward, left knee forward. One more time, right leg back, right knee forward, left knee forward. Inhale, lower the hips down, take a breath. Exhale, lift the knees back up. Left leg leads. Now left leg back, right leg back, left knee forward. Follow with the right. Again, left leg back, right leg back, left knee forward. Just keeping those knees an inch up off the mat. 2 more. And forward, forward. Last one. Step back, right back. Left comes forward, right forward. And then just hold, scoop, lift the pelvic floor, and then lower the knees down to the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Lace the fingers behind your back. Lift the arms. And breathe. Lace the fingers in front, round the shoulders, and breathe. Arms overhead, little swing to the left, and a swing over to the right. Good. All right, now we're going to take the band off. Remove your loop. And we're going to need the ball. And we're going to need the weights in just a minute. So just make sure you have them handy when we need them. So come down onto your back, and we're going to place the ball under your left foot. Now your right foot is just flat on the mat, quite close into your hips. I'm going to take my fingertips up to the ceiling, relax your shoulders away from the ears, and then breathe out. Lift your hips up. Try not to put any weight into that ball. Inhale, lower them back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 6 more. Up and down. 5, 4, last 3, 2, last one. We hold up, little squeezes, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips and switch the feet on the ball. So your left foot is flat, right foot is resting on the ball. Zip the core in. Exhale, lift the legs and lower. All the way up, all the way down. Try to stay still on that ball. Try not to put too much weight into it. Stay there. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Hold it up. Little squeezes. Pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips down. Now both feet go on the ball. Take your hands down to the mat to give you a little more stability. Lift your toes slightly so you're digging your heels into the ball, and then lift the hips up. Squeeze the knees together, squeeze the inner thighs, scoop the core. Inhale down. Exhale, lift and lower. Stay here for 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. Holding the last one up, scoop the core, squeeze the knees, little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze and hold, staying high. And then drop the hips down, lift the toes up to the ceiling, just to really stretch out the backs of your legs. Really pull the legs in towards your chest, maybe sliding the hands up to the ankles. And take a breath. Good. Now we're going to just push the ball away and pick up your weights. Hold your weights over your shoulders and come up onto your tiptoes with your heels nice and high. Imprint your lower back down into the mat. Scoop the abdominals and lift the pelvic floor. Imagine you're pulling your tailbone up to your pubic bone, pulling your pubic bone in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, peel the spine one vertebra at a time, articulating every joint, coming up into a nice high shoulder bridge. Now lift the right knee up, touch the toe of the right foot to the inside of the left, and then lift that toe up to the ceiling, add a little turn out, a little rotation. Inhale, lower the arms and legs down. Exhale, lift it back up. So keep the hips high in your shoulder bridge, just lengthening through that right toe as you lower your right leg, arms reaching behind you, also down to the floor. Inhale down, exhale, lift, look down your body, check that the pelvis stays level. We don't let the pelvis twist or tilt at all. Knee stays right over that toe and stays in line with the hip on that left leg. 3 more here. Inhale down, lengthen through the fingertips, lengthen through the toe. Last 2, keep that glute strong in that left leg. 1 more. Inhale down, exhale up and hold. Now add some small circles, lengthen through the toe. Imagine like circling up a little screw. So lifting a little higher with each circle. Hold. Reverse your circles, but don't go down. Stay there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the right toe. Make a little correction. Lift the hips a little higher. Zip your core a little tighter. Button your ribs towards your hips. Imagine you're trying to lift your waistband without actually using your hands. And then touch the left toe to the inside of the right knee. Kick the left toe up to the ceiling. Add a little rotation, little turnout. Inhale, lower the arms to the end of the leg. Exhale, lift back up. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift. So we're working to the right leg now. Inhale down. Exhale up. Just look down the body. Right knee should be in line with your hip. Left leg goes a little bit lower than that right knee, almost down to the floor. Stay here for 3 and 2. Last 1. Hold it up. Lift the hips a little higher. Small circles. 8, 7, 6. Imagine kind of circling the screw all the way up to the ceiling. Last 1. Reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the toe back down to the mat. Keep the hips high. I want you to bend your elbows down to the mat. Exhale, lift them up. Now let's open the arms out to the side and lift back to the hands, reaching to the floor. Hips go a little higher as the arms come down. Hug them back together. Stay here for 4, 3. Narrow the waist, pull those knees a little tighter together. Last 1, just get that nice openness. Actually, let the hands rest down to the floor. Reach to the fingertips, squeeze the glutes, lifting the hips even higher. Then lift the weights above your shoulders up to the ceiling. And then reach them all the way back down to the floor, but this time behind you. And then they'll just bind down. Rib cage down first, middle back second, lower back third. Hip bones and tailbone come down last. Then we drop the heels. And we take the weights back down to your sides. Good. Now pop the weights away. Pull your knees into your chest or your chin into your chest, and we're going to roll ourselves up and hold your balance. Elbows out wide, shoulders back, chin up, chest up. Take your hands away, and we're just going to go down and up. Breathe in and out. 4 more. And lift. 3. Last 2, strong exhale. Each time you pull the knees into the chest, 1 more. Pull those knees in, hold, wrap around the backs of the knees, click the shoulders back, extend your legs, toes to the ceiling, and bend. Extend and bend. Last 2. With the last one, we're going to take the hands up, hold there, so you can lower the legs down, keeping them straight, and exhale, lift them up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Let's aim for 4. And let's try to keep the back straight, keep the back lifted, don't let it drop too much. 2 more, lengthen through the fingertips, lengthen through the toes. Last one, let's even grab hold of the backs of your calves or your ankles. Pull those legs in towards your chest. And then just bend your knees. Take your elbows down to the mat. So we're coming in almost into a tabletop position. Take your fingers to the lowest rib, draw it down, and we're gonna extend both legs out and then circle the legs away from each other. Circle them down to the floor, pull them back up to your starting point. So legs out, circling in opposite directions, coming together at the center line of the mat and then up to your starting point. Let's go for more. Circle and lift. Circle and lift. Last two. And lift. Keep the core scooped. Don't open up those abdominals. Keep everything closed and tight. Hold there. Now bend your knees. Just do a little correction, maybe pulling your elbows a little closer together, really lifting up out of your shoulders. Extend your right leg long, left knee into the chest. Inhale, lower the leg. Exhale, lift. Breathe in and out for 4. And lift, keeping that rib to hip connection. Keep everything closed through the abdominals. 2. And lift. 1 more. Lift and hold. Switch the legs. Right knee into the chest. Lock your left knee out. Button toward the inside of the left leg. Inhale down. Exhale up. Knee to chest. Inhale. Heels to the mat. Knee to chest for 3 and 2. Keeping the abdominals nice and close and tight. Last one. Lift and hold. Extend both legs out. Circle both legs in the same direction all the way around. Hold at the top. Reverse the direction. Big circle. Inhale to hold. Check you're not sinking into the shoulders. Circling the legs. Keep going. Reversing direction each time. Big exhale as you move. Inhale to hold at the top. Last 2. Breathing out. Circle around and freeze. 1 more. Breathe out. Circle around. Freeze. Knees into your chest. And then let's stretch your legs out in front of you. Slide your hands along the legs. Grabbing your feet or your ankles wherever you can reach. And pull your chest down towards your knees. Let the head hang over your shoulders. And then sit up nice and tall. Good. Now we're going to do one quick upper body exercise, focusing on our triceps, but it's also going to integrate a few other muscles. So I want you to bend your knees, make a fist, and place the fist between your knees. That's the distance I want between your knees. So knees in line with your hips. We're going to start with our level 1, bending and extending. Pull your elbows in towards each other. Really squeeze the tricep with each extension. You can always come back to this position if you need a little break. Think active rest. Keep everything moving. Don't just stop. Level 2, we lift the hips up, zip the core, squeeze the glutes, and bend and extend. Stay here for 6. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, extend and hold. Now I want you to lift the right knee and extend that toe up the ceiling. Get the leg as straight as you can. Bend and extend for 4, 3, 2, extend and hold. Now lower the leg down and up. Bend the elbows down and up. Leg goes down and up. Elbows down and up. 2 more. Right leg down and lift. Both elbows down and up. Last one. Down, lift. Upper body and lift. Drop the foot down to the mat. Left leg points up to the ceiling 4 times. The leg straight. 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one. Leg goes down, up, elbows down, and up. 3 more. Legs down. Press into the right heel. Keep the hips high. Last 2. Lift, down, up. 1 more. Down, up with the leg, down, up with the hands. Foot comes down to the mat. Swing your hips between the hands, really pressing the mat away. And then lift your arms straight up, thumbs reaching to the wall behind you. Still with those knees about fist distance apart. Bend your right elbow, pull the elbow in, your left hand. And then take the hand, your left hand, slide it behind your back. Try to connect those fingertips together, maybe wrapping them around, really binding them together as you lift your chin up. And then release your fingertips. Take both hands up to the ceiling again. So really opening the chest, stretching out your back. Bend your left elbow, pull the right elbow in with that hand. And then take your right hand, wrap it around. Try to touch and connect the fingertips. Bind them together if you can. Sitting up a little taller, lengthening through the top of the head. And then release. We're just going to come right down onto your back. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Press the right knee away as you pull the left knee in. So we're just really trying to open up that right hip. And then take your hands and thread them through to the top of your left knee. Try to tilt your pelvis forward, finding a little space under your lower back. Good, then switch the legs, left ankle over the right knee. Pull the right knee in as you press the left knee away, just opening up that hip again. And then take the hand through the thighs to the top of that right knee. Pull your right knee into your chest. Good. Now take both feet down to the mat and roll yourself over. We're going to step your left foot forward and just lean forward. So stretching out that right hip flexor. We did a lot of work on the abdominals today that may have gotten into the tops of the hips. So let's stretch that out. Good. And then hands to the mat. Just shift your body weight back, trying to straighten up the front leg, point those toes up to the ceiling. And then shift forward again, lift the back foot. If you can reach that foot and pull it in, go for it. Don't force it. Changing legs, right knee forward, drop the hips forward. Just kind of lean the chest back. So that's what gets into that hip flexor. And both hands to the mat. Shift your whole weight back. Lift that right toe up to the ceiling. Straighten up your right leg. Almost like dragging it back, feeling that hamstring stretch. And then last move, lift the left foot up. Take your left hand, if you can reach that foot, and pull it in to get a bit more of a quad stretch. But again, don't force like a cramp or any pain through the knee. Drop it back down, both knees down, hands on the mat, tuck your toes, and then lift the hips all the way up. Press into your heels, and then pedal through the feet. Right heel down, lift your left knee or left heel. Left heel down, bend the right knee, lifting the right heel. One more time each way, right heel down, then left heel down. Then I want you to lift both heels up, and then sink both heels down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let your head hang over your legs. Wrap around the ankles. Nod the head yes. Shake the head no. Soften the knees, scoot the abdominals, slowly roll yourself back up to standing. Shoulders and head up last. Float the arms up. Lift up into your balance. And then reach your arms out to the side. And swing everything out. Great, well done everybody. Good job, 30 minutes done. See you next time. We're back tomorrow morning for 45 minutes, beginner session tomorrow afternoon. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. You can message me on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, any platform that you prefer. So let me know any feedback. Much appreciated.